I am Anil Kumar. Welcome to my YouTube channel and the website Global Math Institute. In this video, we'll discuss how do we change the subject. Changing the subject really means how do we isolate variable. Now we're talking about a worksheet in which we have more than 100 problems to practice. These have been categorized into 10 levels, level 1 to 10. Here is level 3 examples, 6 of them being shared with you. Now what you notice here is that the variable is in the denominator in all the cases. So we'll understand a technique, rather a strategy, to solve such questions. So I'll actually do 3 of them and rest 3 are for your practice. Perfect. Well, in case you want to learn from me, you can always send an email on the address given. We are taking students these days. So the topic here is change the subject to indicated variable in the square bracket. So as you can see, these are the square brackets. We have to change the subject to these variables in the respective equations. Now let's begin with the very first one. So and see how do we do it. In these 3 examples, notice that C is in different positions. So we are doing similar kind of questions with a variety. In the very first one, 1 over C is on the left hand side. Normally, the variable to be isolated is not given on the left hand side. We have purposely taken this example to show you that there is a part which is repeated all the time, and this is this part. How do we isolate when we get 1 over C on the left hand side? So as we have written it here, 1 over C equals to 1 over 2 plus 1 over B. Add like fractions. The common denominator here is 2B. So if I take 2B as the common denominator, the terms will be what? B plus 2, right? The first term will be multiplied by B and the other by 2 to make the common denominator of 2B. So we get 1 over C equals to B plus 2. And now to isolate C or change the subject to C, we'll just flip it. Reciprocal, you get the idea. So C is reciprocal of what we have, which is 2B over B plus 2. Does it make sense? So we have changed the subject to C. C is on the left hand side, isolated, and is related with all other variables as shown on the right hand side. So C is on the left hand side. Perfect. Let's do the second one. Now we should bring 2 over C to the left hand side since we need to isolate it. Correct? Taking 1 over A to the right, it becomes with minus. So 2 over C equals to 1 over 3C minus 1 over A. Now the procedure is similar to what we did last time. Take common denominator 3AC. It's a good idea to write A before C, alphabetical order. A plus 3C will be in the numerator, just cross multiply. And the next step is to flip it. So C over 2 will be 3AC over A minus 3C. Small variation here, we have 2 in the denominator. We need to multiply that on both the sides to isolate C and change the subject to the required variable C. So we get our final answer, C equals to 6AC over 3 minus A minus 3C. Makes sense? Try to do the next question yourself. Well, this time 1 over C is positive. We can keep it on the right hand side also, right? It's one and the same thing. Okay, so let's keep it on the right hand side and take 1 over B to the left. That's another variety which you see in these 3 examples. 1 over A minus 1 over B equals to 1 over C, and now just flip it to get C. So once you flip, you get AB over B minus A equals to C. You get the idea. So once again, we have changed the subject to C. I hope these steps are absolutely clear, and you also appreciate how a portion of it is always repeated. Let's continue. Can you now do these 3 similar, right? But you need to isolate U for question number 4, right? which is in the denominator on the right hand side. Bring all the other terms to the left hand side. 1 over f minus 1 over v equals to 1 over u. Take common denominator, simplify, and then flip it, putting u on the left hand side. Simple as that. Makes sense. Now we need to isolate c. So 1 over r minus 1 over s equals to 1 over c. Take common denominator, rs, and the numerator s minus r equals to 1 over c. c is rs over s minus r. So simple. That is what you have to do it. Bring 3 over c to the left side and 1 over a to the right side in the next example and do it. You can pause the video and complete the solution. So I hope with this you have mastered the technique of changing this subject when we have the variable in the denominator. Make sense? Perfect. You see how easily we have learned this process. It's kind of similar things as you were adding and subtracting fractions with different denominators, right? So that's how we do it. I hope the whole process helps you to understand how change of variable can be performed when we have the variables in the denominator. In case you want to learn from me directly, send an email on the address given. So we have actually solved all these 6 questions. I hope you have understood this strategy. Feel free to write your comments, share your views, and write your comments. There are many applications where this will be utilized, like electrical circuits. When we have 2 resistors in parallel, let their values be S and C. In that case, effective resistor will be as shown in the formula here. 1 over R equals to 1 over S plus 1 over C. So there are practical applications. Even the other formula in question 4 is for the focal length of a lens. You get the idea. So many times we apply these strategies in solving real life situations, especially in physics. I hope it makes sense. Feel free to write your comments, share your views, and if you like and subscribe to my videos, that'd be great. Thanks for your precious time and all the best.